Welcome back to If You're Passionate About Motorcycles, whether it's the roar of a sport bike, the engineering marvels behind them, or just staying on top of the latest releases, you've come to the right place. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Today, we're diving into something truly spectacular, the 2026 Ducati Panigale V4. Let's talk about why this superbike is redefining the limits of performance and innovation once again. The Ducati Panigale V4 has always been a flagship model for the Italian brand. Since its debut, it's been synonymous with bleeding-edge technology, MotoGP-inspired design, and insane levels of power. But for 2026, Ducati has outdone itself. What we're looking at now isn't just an update, it's a recalibration of what a superbike can be. Ducati took everything that made the Panigale a track weapon and enhanced it in nearly every aspect. Let's start with the heart of the beast, the engine. The 2026 Panigale V4 continues to use the 1,103 cubic centimeters Desmoceticai Stradale V4 engine, a direct descendant of Ducati's MotoGP machines. But this time, they've fine-tuned the internals for improved performance, thermal efficiency, and responsiveness. Thanks to updates to the combustion chamber, revised cam profiles, and a lighter crankshaft, the engine now produces a staggering 225 horsepower in its standard trim. And if you opt for the full race exhaust system from Akrapovic, that number jumps to nearly 240 horsepower. That's race bike territory, available on a street-legal machine. The front fork is an Öhlins NPX 25/30 pressurized unit, and at the rear, you get the TTX 36. Both are electronically adjustable and work together with the bike's IMU, inertial measurement unit, to provide optimal damping in all conditions. You can fine-tune the settings to your preference, or let the bike handle it automatically. And yes, there's still a manual mode for riders who love full control. Ducati has also made ergonomic updates that reflect real-world rider feedback. The tank is reshaped to provide more grip with your legs under braking and cornering. The seat has a new foam compound that enhances comfort without sacrificing feel. The clip-ons are slightly wider for more leverage, especially during quick transitions. It's clear Ducati is listening not just to pro riders, but to everyday enthusiasts too. Braking is, as you'd expect, phenomenal. The 2026 Panigale V4 features Brembo Stylema, our calipers biting down on massive 330mm discs up front. The master cylinder has been revised for more progressive feel, especially under heavy braking. Paired with cornering ABS EVO, you can push your braking points deeper without fear of losing the front. It's the kind of confidence that lets you unlock faster lap times, or just enjoy safer riding on twisty backroads. Now let's talk electronics, because this is where Ducati really flexes its technological muscle. The 2026 model comes with the latest generation of Ducati's electronics suite. It includes traction control, wheelie control, engine braking control, launch control, slide control, and cornering ABS, all fully adjustable. But the biggest news is the updated dashboard and interface. The new 6.5-inch TFT display is brighter, sharper, and easier to read in direct sunlight. It now features a revamped user interface that makes switching between modes and customizing settings incredibly intuitive. Ducati has also integrated a new Track Evo layout that mimics MotoGP dash setups, showing gear position, RPM shift lights, lap timer, and even lean angle data in real time. It's not just functional, it's thrilling. There's also Ducati Connect, allowing riders to pair their smartphone and access navigation, calls, and media through the dashboard. Bluetooth connectivity is standard, and there's a USB-C port under the seat for keeping devices charged. For those who want data logging, there's a dedicated Ducati Data Analyzer Plus system that records telemetry from your sessions. Perfect for those pushing the bike at track days. One feature that's garnered a lot of attention is the inclusion of adaptive aerodynamics. Ducati has introduced variable winglets on the 2026 Panigale V4 that deploy based on speed and throttle position. At high speeds, they open to provide additional downforce, increasing front-end stability. During low-speed maneuvering, they retract to minimize drag and improve agility. It's high-tech, MotoGP-inspired, and very Ducati. Speaking of aerodynamics, the entire bodywork has been subtly resculpted. Air channels are more efficient, drag has been reduced, and the bike now has better high-speed stability than ever before. The winglets aren't just functional, they're beautifully integrated into the bike's aggressive styling. And what styling it is. The 2026 Panigale V4 maintains Ducati's signature sharp lines, LED lighting, and muscular profile. It's a bike that looks fast standing still. There are a few new paint options, including a stunning matte carbon and a special course livery that pays homage to Ducati's racing heritage. Fit and finish are as premium as ever. Every bolt, panel, and weld screams attention to detail. Tires are another critical component, and Ducati has partnered with Pirelli to develop a new version of the Diablo Supercorsa SPV4 specifically tuned for this bike. These tires offer incredible grip and feedback while still being usable on the street. For track riders, a slick setup is only a swap away. Let's not forget about weight. Thanks to lighter engine components, a revised frame, and new materials in the fairings, the 2026 Panigale V4 sheds nearly 5 kilograms compared to the previous model. That puts the curb weight around 193 kilograms, making it one of the lightest in its class. Lighter means quicker handling, better braking, and faster acceleration. It's a win across the board. Now, we can't talk Ducati without touching on the sound. The Panigale V4 has one of the most intoxicating exhaust notes in the industry. That 90-degree V4 layout gives it a unique, bassy growl at low RPMs and a screaming howl at redline. It's not just loud, it's musical. And with the new titanium exhaust option, it's even more ferocious while still staying within €5 plus noise regulations. So who is this bike for? Clearly, it's designed with track day junkies, sport bike enthusiasts, and riders who want the best of the best in mind. It's not a beginner bike, and it's certainly not practical in the traditional sense. But for those who understand what Ducati is doing here, this is a machine that offers a visceral, emotional experience few other motorcycles can match. Pricing. As you'd expect, the 2026 Ducati Panigale V4 isn't cheap. The base model starts around $25,000 USD, with higher spec variants and optional racing kits, pushing it well past the $30,000 mark. But for those who know what they're getting, a MotoGP-inspired machine that you can take to the grocery store, it's worth every penny. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the 2026 Ducati Panigale V4. What do you think? Is this the ultimate sport bike? Or do you have your eyes on something else in the superbike world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth motorcycle reviews, industry news, and riding tips. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.